guys, can you hear me? Hello, 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 hello. Okay. I think they can hear me now. Let me make sure. Okay. All right. So we had a pretty crazy week this week. What do you think?
It was insane. Lots of crazy stuff happening, but I love it.
Oh my gosh. Listen, after today's episode of Bold and the Beautiful, I know my recap was very polarizing and some people had some stuff to say in my comments. But look, it's all
It's a bench.
well, girl, you're so funny.
I'm all jacked up because I'm eating chocolates from a box of chocolates I got.
Oh,
So I'm on a sugar high. Let's go.
uh-oh. Oh my God. Here you go. Here you go. All right, let's go ahead. Okay, so we go to right. Heather come to town.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy Stark came back to town.
Mm-hmm.
We also had Ashley come back to town.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a lot of people show up this week.
The airport was busy on the arrivals, right?
I know, right? It's funny. Okay. So which storyline you want to start with? You want to start with the whole Sally storyline?
Yes, let's.
Okay. So what did you think about Victoria's response with when Nick told her about Sally being pregnant?
Well, at first I thought she was going to be, well, Victoria, but she surprised me and showed some compassion. So I was glad about that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I was a little annoyed, and I know that people need to talk to somebody, but Nick really should have waited and told Sally that he really needed to talk to someone before he just blurted out Sally's private business.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting scenario with that whole thing because of the fact that it's Sally's business, but that child is has two parents, and
Yep.
um I get it, she's carrying, and the baby is growing, but I'm glad she decided to go ahead and take that paternity test, which we supposed to get the actual results like next week.
I'll believe the real results when we see them.
Oh, you think the fake one's coming out
I
next week?
don't know. I don't know what to think is going to happen because, it's just the thing that they do so often
Hmm.
that you just almost expect it. So maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised while we're expecting it. Maybe it won't happen.
I don't know. I mean, so you think that maybe Chloe or somebody might change the results or something?
There's a small part of me that thinks that maybe Victor already knows. I don't know. I mean, he's just always like finding everything out. So that's kind of been in the back of my mind.
Hmm.
I could be completely off base, absolutely. But I don't know. I just think the paternity is always in question.
Yeah, I mean, even Honey Smile said Nick should be more weary about that pregnancy getting back to Victor.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Is he already knows that Victor screwed over Sally with the whole Jill appointment,
Hmm.
and now he's telling Victoria. And quite frankly, usually Victoria tells Victor everything.
Well, I mean, she's claiming that she's going to keep it quiet. But yeah. So, I mean, if you come out in the open, you know, I think you think so? Yeah, you think so. It could be. It could be good. I mean, it could be a situation where it could be that she had a false positive or something else, but whatever it is, they said it was excuse me, it was going to be a shocking twist.
Hmm.
So I'm just here for it. I want to know what happened.
Me too. I can't wait.
But what did you think about her conversation with Sharon?
I was really surprised that she said what that she told her. I really was. I didn't think it was going to come out. I just thought they were having a moment of understanding between two adult women who aren't being competitive, and I thought it was cool.
Yeah, honestly, it went pretty well, especially since Sharon is the ex of both men.
Yep.
And like Sharon said, no judgment here. you
Nope.
know we're just, I'm just gonna give you, she gave her, just gave her some advice, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I mean, I think that whole conversation with Sally and Sharon went very well.
I liked it. I thought too. I thought so too. What
And
will be? Oh,
no, go ahead.
mm, I can't wait. Like if she is pregnant, if it is Nick's, I can't wait to see Summer's face.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy because that means that she would have a sibling by somebody she don't like.
Right.
That would have been crazy. Yeah, that's going to be something else. I honestly prefer the baby to be Adams. What about
Yes,
you?
I do. Yes, I know. I do too.
Yeah, I really prefer that baby to be Adams. You guys on the YouTube side, do you prefer Adam to be the father or Nicholas to be the father? What do you think? Drop it in the comment section. Nicholas or Adam to be the father? What do you think? All right, and while they're pondering that, um let's kind of move on because we got a lot to unpack this week.
Hmm.
So with Ashley coming back, it was crazy, that conversation that she had with Tucker.
That was unexpected.
Yeah,
I
very.
knew she was going to run to his hotel room after the argument she had with Jack. And I don't know where Jack gets off thinking he has a right to tell whoever is an abbot that they can or can't live in that house. That is not his house. It's an estate that is the family estate. And every time he does that to her, I just think to myself, you sorry SOB, you will never let it go that John Abbott isn't her dad. And now, or wasn't her father, he was definitely her dad, but he did not father her. But it's like, you ought to know better than to say something like that, because Ashley owns all the patents. Or did you conveniently forget that while you were doing the holier than thou stuff?
Well, here's the thing, because which leads us into that conversation that she had with Tucker. Because
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, he pretty much put it all on the table.
He did.
I'm broke. Well, he didn't say he was broke. He just said he had a lot of debt,
Yeah.
and that he wanted to possibly get rid of his company. Tucker McCall. I mean McCall Unlimited, and so and at first she kept throwing out all this, I don't know, fluff and whatnot, and I mean Tucker got to the point and was like, why did you come here? Why
Yep.
are you here? And so she realized that this is an opportunity for her, which next week it looks like she's going to outbid Victoria.
Yeah, she gets in there and scoops it up, and I cannot wait.
Oh, that's going to be good. Yeah, but guess who gets in trouble though?
Who?
Audra.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah,
well.
they said
Don't let
Victoria.
finish.
Yeah, Victoria is going to let her have it, because they probably are going to look at her like, see, you thought you was smart telling Tucker what we were up to.
Even though she and Victor talked about maybe we should tell him what we're up to.
Yeah, they did. But the thing is, they didn't anticipate Tucker actually having that heart to heart with Ashley,
No.
which now she was like, huh, okay, I can use this to my advantage. But
Yeah,
for a good story twist, I'm here for that. I'm
I
okay with
love it.
that.
I love it.
Now,
Yeah.
oh, tell me about it. Absolutely love it. You know, I mean, what does that mean? Really?
It would sure have a huge dynamic.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, they could switch that off and have Adam work for Ashley. I would be
Hmm.
okay with that.
Yeah, I would. I think it would be really interesting to have them in scenes together like that. They're both so powerful, and I think with Ashley's temperament and her ability to squash the mansplaining at every turn, I just think it would be some really good scenes.
Yeah, listen, Jenna says she would love for Adam to work with Ashley.
Yep, it would be fun to watch.
Oh gosh, I would absolutely love, love, love that. That would be awesome. So, I mean, because Adam got to go somewhere. He don't work for Jabot.
Hmm.
He's not going to be working for Newman, and especially if he put that ultimatum on the table for for Victor to have him take Victoria's job, and that's not happening.
That dog don't hunt.
Exactly. So yeah, Jenna, I agree. I'm glad she got one up on Victor. Yes, ma'am.
It's going to be so fun to watch that.
Absolutely, absolutely. But Speaking of Ashley and Jack, Jack and Diane, I know that's the. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you rant for a minute.
Oh no, I mean, I'm just watching all this unfold, and they are just lifting up the goodness of this wonderful, in love couple that's rediscovering themselves. And you just know the fall is going to be tremendous.
Man,
Feel it.
that's crazy. I mean, did you see how? I mean, she was so forward with Summer at the house.
Yeah.
And then when they ran into Phyllis at Society,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah,
Yep.
me and Jack are back together again, and he wanted me to move in with him now, and she just cheesed, and I'm like, Diane, don't. You got
Oh,
what you
yeah,
wanted.
those words.
Did you hear what Phyllis said? Phyllis like, oh, it's okay for her to throw your relationship up in my face, but I
Right.
couldn't throw our relationship in her face.
After everything she's done.
Now the crazy thing is that they were saying with Phyllis is, and I think who was that? Jack said that is that it was used as marking territory or leverage or something. The way Phyllis did
Oh,
it,
what was the word he used? Oh gosh, I can't remember the exact word, but my eyes rolled so far back in my head, I almost passed out. It was like, seriously, Jack,
girl,
you
they
are.
look like.
Oh,
Listen, did you see how? Yeah, he's full of crap, Jenna. Absolutely. Simone says, "What?" Exactly. What the heck did he do? Now I know.
I don't know, but evidently he abandoned his child because this supposedly 13-year-old is talking about the dad I used to have, and my favorite color was pink when I was 7. Well, if he didn't know your favorite color wasn't pink anymore, does that mean from 7 or 8 until recently he was a terrible dad? Was it years? Like, I really need to know what happened.
Yeah, I mean, all they keep saying is that he lost his job and he became this horrible person. There's no, and like Jenna says, there's no backstory.
Nothing. We got nothing.
It's just looked like she decided to move on. Right. Well, it looks like you know, yeah, so I don't know. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Yes in the chat, no in the chat.
That is so bizarre.
It's very much it keep going in and out, I guess. Now I can see green bars on my end when I speak and when you speak,
Uh huh.
but okay, they're saying they can hear us now.
Oh, okay, good, good.
But yeah, we need more. Grandma Phyllis and Grandma Sheila Carter. Oh my God. They actually should bring Sheila Carter to town just to see her granddaughter so we can kind of shake it up a bit. Give her a little bit of break from LA.
You know, as long as I don't, yeah, that whole robotic thing really. I want him to have free time, but bring it Bill back. I mean, that was just not pleasant to watch. It does. It really does. It hurt when she said she wanted him to have the bracelet so that if he ever got that low again, he would remember he had a daughter. It was like, oh, that was hard. Really had to do that. We did. I was so happy. I'm like, where's Ellie and Noah been? I mean, they were like a breath of fresh air for a while. Summer and Kyle. You know, she has a right to because she told him after he lied to her about Diane and helped him with that whole stupid, ridiculous jewelry heist thing. And she told him not to get involved in that. And he was right. And then for him to lie, say he wouldn't lie again, lie, that's not just about what he did with regard to doing that with Victor. It's the fact that he lied. That's the whole thing that he doesn't get. And the fact that she even talked to her grandfather and told him that she didn't want anything from him. They both disregarded her. As she said, she felt like she was an obstacle to the group. And I don't blame her for feeling that. Yep. So I don't know what did Adam ever try.
So pissed off at Kyle that
I
he
think he's jealous of Kyle because Jack has a relationship with Adam, and I think Kyle views that as competition.
yeah, I think that's what it is. It's just crazy to me. You know what I'm gonna do? Okay. Oh, let me see. because that they keep saying it going in and out and it sucks. Okay, can you guys hear me? Because Jenna says fading in and out. I don't, you know what? I don't know if it's my signal or what. But whatever it is, it's irritating.
Right, of course it is. You're working so hard to produce a show so everybody can have fun with us, and it's not cooperating.
I know, right? Okay, so let's try. It look like it's weird. They can hear us now. All right. Um. Okay, back to this. I don't.
I mean, I know Adam's done things to his family, like what he did to Ashley, and um, what he's done to other people that Kyle cares about. But at the same time, I don't recall him ever doing anything directly to Kyle. I just think it's the relationship that Jack has with Adam. Kyle doesn't like it, he doesn't understand it, and he doesn't want it to be real. Oh, maybe so, because it wasn't Kyle's idea to take that president job of Marquetti. That was Summer's idea. I saw that in the preview. That would be interesting if Billy decided to come back in the corporate world after all that stuff that just happened.
But then none of that makes sense because
None of it.
he did not want to work. I don't know if I want to do this when he was working with Lily as COO.
Mhm.
Now you're
Right.
gonna be a co-CEO with Jack.
Yep. And they fight about everything.
They fight about everything. So I just see that as a catastrophe waiting to happen.
Absolutely agree. I honestly, after what Jack did with Diane and the necklace, I really wanted that to get out because I actually really wanted for Ashley to step in and say, you're out. You've done this. This is morally reprehensible. It's criminal. I'm taking over and have the board vote back out as CEO. That would be so fun. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I really do. And I can't, something's going to happen. It's got to. Because Phyllis and Jeremy talking there at the end, and that looked interesting to me. I think he's a good character. He really does not think he's ever done anything wrong. He he bloviates and bloviates, and I mean, this is a man who slept with his dad's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. There's some people online that just have him up on a pedestal, and he doesn't belong up on a pedestal, not by a long shot.
No, that would be interesting. Somebody says, Honey Smile said, what if Nikki tells Phyllis her theory about Jack stealing the necklace?
I wouldn't mind that. I mean, I would imagine. Hopefully, Jeremy will talk to her about it in the coming days, and they'll start having more conversations. That could be hot.
Listen, the crazy thing about all of this is that with because Jack offered him money, right? Jeremy
Mm-hmm.
gonna take them. He's gonna keep pushing the goal, moving the goalpost,
Mm-hmm.
and take them right on down a deep rabbit hole.
Yeah, he's got something up both sleeves, I think.
What do you think about Jeremy Stark and Phyllis being in a relationship?
No, I think that could be hot.
You think so?
I do.
That would be interesting if they put Jack.
Really? They're not gay. That won't work. Phyllis and Jeremy, good work. Uh, yeah, what I this um, expression, not the look of his face, but his facial expression remind me of Ronan. That little side eye and that twinkle in his eye and that that side glance. It just sort of reminds me of Ronan, and you remind Phyllis of Ronan.
They can actually
I I would definitely watch that.
oh,
A good team up and a little fun.
keep an eye on that. Maybe they might put those two together. Never know.
But mark the words that you heard it here.
Oh, oh, what did you think about the Valentine's Day thing with
I enjoyed that actually. I thought I don't mind doing the back in time thing, and I thought it was not too much.
oh,
That
Tuesday
was,
was a flop.
yeah, well, a lot of people don't like those kinds of things. But I guess in my case, I like both of the couples, and so I didn't mind it.
Mm, it was great. That was
It was a
great.
lot of fun. Yeah,
I will say that was a great episode, but me and Sheila and Sally, yeah, they got the music touch. And it kind of, I just found that whole thing.
yeah, just little snippets.
Right. So we did a little bit of fun.
Yeah, I was glad it wasn't a whole episode.
Oh yeah, that was right, exactly. We would've been definitely okay, let me see. Cause I know you hear me huffing and puffing, so I'm at the sound is bad.
Oh, I know. I know why you're doing it. I know why you're doing it.
Okay. Okay, and then I don't know. I like you said that whole Valentine's thing. It was okay. It wasn't like, oh wow, so beautiful.
No, I mean I didn't hate it.
I mean, I did like um the wedding scene that Nick I mean that yeah, Nikki and Victor had. Her hair was so pretty on there.
I gotta tell you, she has had some of the most beautiful weddings and some of the most outrageous weddings. I remember that one wedding dress, and those costumes were as big as her head.
Oh my
That giant dress she had on swallowed her whole. But at the time, it was like, wow, Diane.
God. Then there's the couple
Which couple?
which couple is,
I've always thought Victor and Nikki belonged together. I never liked it when they were apart, although it made for good stories. Uh, I don't know who Sharon should be with.
uh, actually like so crazy. I honestly think Jack and Diane
I'll admit I see the chemistry, and at the same time, I just the in the face hypocrisy and look at me, I'm back, and I'm not going to pay for anything, and everybody's just going to have to accept me whether you want to or not, jamming it down everyone's throat. It just annoys me to no end.
Okay, and then what about because we already talked uh like you said with Sharon,
I don't care for that at all. I don't know. I mean, I'm a huge Sally and Adam fan, and at the same time, um, I mean, I love Nick and I love Sally, so I can't. And I love Adam too. I don't know. The three of them. I really wish the two brothers would get along. And like you, I, I really do wish. I hope it's Adam's baby, and I really wish they'd get back to their excellent status. But I don't know how you come back from the walk walk night they had that possibly led to the pregnancy. You know what? The more they're together and their dynamic of playing off of each other, and him finally just going, enough of the bullshit, enough of the BS. What are you doing here? Why are you here? Why did you come here? That was I'm getting to really like those two in the same room together.
Yeah, I mean, because he finesses and he's a good
Mhm.
actor.
He's got that finesse is a perfect word for it. Yeah, that cavalier charm.
Right. He's very, very charming.
Yeah, and he
So,
knows it, which makes it like his best and worst characteristic.
Jenna, we talking about Tucker McCall with Ashley. That's who we're talking about. Mary said that they need to get Tara out of jail.
Oh, okay. Now, see, I did not care for that character.
Really?
I did not. There was just something about her. I did not care for that character at all. Um, didn't just didn't.
Yeah, so but yeah, I honestly going back, somebody mentioned that about Tara. But
Hmm.
yeah, I honestly would like to see Tucker and Ashley. I mean, it's just something about those two.
They'll get under your skin. It's weird. I wasn't
Mhm.
expecting to want them to have a storyline like this together, but I think it would be so much fun if Ashley invited Tucker to move in with her at the mansion.
Oh my God, Jack would have a fit.
Yup. Wouldn't that be fun?
But I mean, he can't say anything
Not a word.
because of the fact that you in the house with Diane.
Yeah, and it's not just your house.
Nope, 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 nope. Jenna says Tucker is sexy.
He is. He's suave and sexy.
Now,
Yeah.
Mary said that she likes Audra with Tucker better.
Now, see, I I get where she's coming from because obviously Audra's sexy. I just think that Audra needs somebody else. I think that somebody like her. No, no, Adam's already hot on his own. I think that a little bit of a bad. I think that somebody is gonna break that little Mr. Perfect, you know? No, you don't think so at all? It's like worm. Because I gotta tell you, the first couple of scenes, I was like, oh, that's but he's grown on me.
Hmm. Um, but I would like to see Audra and Adam together.
Would you really? Because I don't know.
I think they would be hot together. I mean, Adam has that sexy darkness to him, and
Yeah,
then all
um, that unassuming, but so stunning, you can't look away, and she knows it, and she carries it so well. Her character has this edge that we haven't seen from anybody in a long time. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm still in the back of my head. I'm still rooting for Adam and Sally. I, I guess maybe I, I like the way when they bring a couple of characters together that they're not so much alike, that they're not both powder kegs and they're not both homebody sweet people. I like to get, some sugar and spice mixed in there.
Okay. What do you
you
think
know,
about them trying to? Because I think next week Daniel and Lily is going to connect.
now, okay, I I still don't know who they've turned Daniel into yet, so I'm not sure what to think about the current status of Daniel. But Lily, when they were young, their love was that young, inexperienced, um, cute couple thing.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how this goes, it could be a flub or it could be really hot.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, to me, they're boring.
See, that's what I don't. That's where I'm not sure what they're going to do with Daniel, because back in the day, Daniel had. I mean, he was on it. He had all kinds of stuff going on, and now he's this broken, kind of beat down. The dog in the corner of the house that doesn't treat dogs well. He's like that. He hasn't gotten any confidence back, and now, of course, with what Heather just sprung on him. Um, I don't see his confidence coming back anytime soon, but maybe Lily helps him get it back. I don't know.
Well, see, like we were saying earlier, and even Jenna just brought it back up, is that we have no backstory on Daniel.
Yeah, there's just not, there's no, what's the meat?
Yeah, I just I don't know. I don't think they wrote him back into the soap well at all.
There's not a lot of fabric to weave.
Exactly. I mean, he's a good actor,
Hmm.
but I just don't think they're giving him the right script to bring him back into the fold. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
it does. Something needs to be told to us that is robust, that gives a connection.
Right. And then his wife comes back with another guy and his daughter don't want to talk to him. And it's like, okay, why?
Yeah, and even in the end, whenever she gave him the bracelet, like I said earlier, there still is no explanation of why did he basically alienate himself from his family.
Yeah, it just don't make any sense to me. And and like I say, I honestly putting him back with Lily, it's just I'm just not interested. I'm not excited about it.
I don't know I can't say how I feel yet, just simply because, as I said, it could wind up being a dud, or it could be exciting. I don't know. We just have to find out more, because right now I don't have enough information.
Okay. Hey, so let's move on to this one. What do you think about Victoria trying to figure out what's going on with Nate and Elena?
Girl, what are you doing? Like, how old are you, and why are you employee works for your family business? You start this stuff up. You went into this first. Why you did that, I'll never know. You are asking him about Elena. What are you doing? I mean, are you smart? I don't understand. What is happening? He was just desperate to me.
Why? That doesn't mean he'll necessarily come to you.
No, it doesn't. He might go to Audra. Now,
Exactly.
see, that could be hot because he's all Mr. Reserved, button up, and I mean, I realized that the scene that with him and Elena in that in their clinic room was not at all buttoned up, but still, he's usually, even when he's being tough business, he's still reserved. And Audra could be like the firecracker that just absolutely blows the stack off.
Yeah, I mean, Shanda, you absolutely right. Victoria is a sneaky snake.
She has been a sneaky snake for a while now. Yeah.
So, I mean, she's super thirsty. She want a piece of Nate real bad.
Thirsty. That's this. I said parched. I couldn't think of. I was like, "What's that term people say when you?" And I said parched. Y'all forgive me. I am old and tired, and it's a Friday night.
I know, right? It's been a long day.
It has been a long week, yes, and it was a short one for me because I took Monday off. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, she is just super thirsty, and Nate is looking at her like, "Girl, chill out, slow down. I still got to get over this kiss." And did you hear her say, "Well, you don't need to be telling her any all of the stuff that we're doing at work and everything." And then Nate thought back to that kiss. Did you see that?
yes, I saw that. Yeah, I sure did.
Now, what do you think about him not being able to go on that trip that Elena is pissed off about? Because technically, if just say the kiss didn't happen, Victoria wasn't flirting with him, he only been on the job, what, 2 months?
It, that's way too soon at that level of a position to be going on some week long vacation. You can leave early on a Friday and come back, early Monday or whatever. But nobody in their right mind would take a week or 2 weeks off that they did not already say, I have this plan because of this very important milestone, whatever. But in a new position at that level, you are not taking time off for 6 to 9 to 12 months. I mean, you're just not.
I know, right? Honey Smile called Victoria a proud side chick.
Ew, oh my God. Where's the lie, though?
Yeah, I know. She is too happy to sniff up on the Nate.
Yeah. And do you not remember who you are, girl?
Hmm.
What's happening?
And see, he shouldn't have never told Elena that, oh, I'm gonna take you on a trip as soon as I can, because now she's expecting it. And he
Well,
told her he was gonna celebrate with her and never did, like Jenna just said.
overpromise and underdeliver. The death of every good relationship.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, she's pissed off. I need what, and then she said, well, at least can you give me advance notice?
Well,
And
yeah. Why are you saying you want to take a trip next week if you have to do it advance notice?
exactly. And I'm like, okay. And he couldn't even tell her next month, 2 months, this summer. He couldn't tell her anything.
No, because he's excited about work and he's dug his heels in.
Yeah, there's a part of I think of him that he liked that kiss between him and Victoria.
You know he did. He's feeling power seething through his lips and his tongue.
Girl, that's so crazy.
He's sucking the power down.
What did you think about that whole interaction between Victor and Jeremy?
You know, I, I have to laugh because Victor already knew who took the necklace,
Right.
and he still hasn't done anything about it.
Nope.
So I wonder why that is. And then, of course, he doesn't want anything to do with Jeremy Stark. Jeremy's not another billionaire, and he doesn't have a use for Jeremy. So why would he want anything to do with him?
Yeah, I mean, Jeremy come up and they're talking about, oh, let us just team up. And Victor was like, just because
Uh-huh.
you're the enemy of my enemy don't make you my friend.
Bingo.
And he's not going to work with a two-bit criminal like you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
Oh, you know, Old. Mm-hmm. Because didn't we think for a while that they were related? Yeah. Yeah. Nay, nay. Nay, nay. Leave that story in the barn. Ah.
Oh,
Good. Um, let's see. Oh, no, Tucker going to Victoria at the bar
yeah.
was.
Like, well, I yeah,
Yeah. I can't wait till next week.
um,
I don't even know if it's a bid. I think she just swoops in and buys the debt first.
right.
Oh my God, it's fun. No, not that I recall.
Let people know that also if you have it a like that. You can also follow us over at Facebook. So, yes, I post all of the above. So, hit the like button over here on the YouTube side and then also follow us on Instagram. Also, too, oh yeah, so some news. Melissa Claire Egan is pregnant.
Yay, she looks so beautiful.
Yes,
Congratulations.
yes, she's pregnant with her second child. So congratulations to Melissa Claire Egan, who plays Chelsea on The Young and the Restless. And then on sad news, Scott Clifton and his wife of 10 years have decided to separate.
I saw that. I saw
Yeah, Scott Clifton is Liam on The Bold and the Beautiful. Him and his wife are separating. They got a little boy. I think he's like 7.
Yeah, I think they named him Ford.
Yeah, that is so sad. It sucks. So hopefully, everything works in their favor for him, his son, his soon, the wife, they figure all that out.
Yeah, his comments seemed like they were very congenial and doing everything they could for their son. So
Man, I wonder what happened. I just can't. He plays the good guy, or some, I guess what they want us to think him as being a good guy on The Bold and the Beautiful. You never know what happened in the private lives of these people. You know what I'm saying?
you have no clue. And I mean, sometimes everybody's good and it still doesn't work out. Sometimes
Right.
nobody's good and it does work out. I don't know. You just never know what you never know. You never know.
You just never know. All right. So let us move on. We're going to go to The Bold and the Beautiful. Hold on. Let me switch the graphics. And I know people went crazy today. I'm like, look, calm down. All right, let's get the little storylines out of the way. And it was first at the beginning of the week, Sheila and Deacon.
Yeah.
What do you think?
She's she's missing him.
I honestly think Sheila and Deacon have a lot of chemistry.
Yeah, and I still want her off the cliff. But yes, I
You
agree.
so crazy. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I like little apartment
Yep,
that.
yep, definitely. And it's, when you watch her and Bill, it is this stifled, robotic, grotesque, unenjoyable, uncomfortable. Uh, uh, what other words can I think of? It just doesn't work.
Um, yeah, there's
Yeah.
oh,
Deacon is fun.
right, and he throw these little remarks at Sheila, and it look like it just melt her soul.
He's a flirt.
He's a flirt. He's definitely a flirt. So I don't know. She told him, "Don't ever talk to me again. How dare you? You're a horrible person, scum of the earth." And she got outside and she couldn't catch her breath because she knows she wanted to kiss that man.
Thou doth protest too much.
Right. That's so funny, girl. But yeah, so she knows she want Deacon. She want a good hard piece of Deacon.
She's, I can't stand it when she does this, but she was her daddy.
Oh my god, girl, that is funny.
I, I have never understood why partners have called each other those terms, but I mean, hey, if you do, okay. I
Yeah.
don't get it, but we're good.
Yeah, Sheila ain't playing. I mean, she got these guys in circles.
How? T, we've talked about this. How? Like, what does she have? What can you bottle it and sell it?
I mean, it's got to be something if Bill, Deacon, Eric,
Eric,
the list
Scott
goes on
Ranger.
and on.
Yeah, yeah.
The list goes on and on. So I have a feeling that by the end of next week, she's going to give in to Deacon.
I hope so.
That's going to be crazy because Bill is going to want to throw her in the underneath the jail.
Oh my gosh. It
Because
would.
here's the thing, there is Bill is going to try to rectify the relationship between Sheila and Finn.
Ooh.
Yep. Now I don't know how Steffi gonna feel about that because Steffi runs that house.
Well, yeah, as well she should. I mean,
So
everything that's happened that's been bad is because of Sheila. And if Finn wouldn't have let her back into their lives, none of this would have happened. So, yes, he wanted to know who his biological mother was, but all of these people had decades of experience with her and told him, and he would not listen. He would not take any of it to heart. He just didn't. And then, of course, we know all of the rest of the stuff that happened that led to where we are now. But yeah.
yeah, Jenna said that she heard that Bill is gonna fight for Sheila against Deacon.
Oh God, what is he on?
I don't know. Whatever she got the good good. So
I mean, is it like some kind of addictive drug or something?
listen,
Well, Well, okay, you know what? I could see her. There's a reason she removed that toe.
know,
That's that's a little gap in there for something. Uh, yeah, if they have her get pregnant, I'm gonna drive there and throw her off the cliff. Hello, CBS. Let me on the set. Hello, I'm
Oh God.
yeah. No, I mean, when you think about it, everybody that he counted on, like the parental figures,
Mm-hmm.
have done something stupid, and some's worse than others. Yes, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but they've all done some really stupid things in
Mm-hmm.
front of and to and involving this kid.
Yep.
And he is hearing things that a kid shouldn't hear, and he's experiencing things that a kid shouldn't experience. And then the parent who was the most recent egregious um, issue uh, says, pick who you want to live with, and we're going to go in front of a judge. And the other parent who stood by and watched another person gaslight the kid, a year ago, uh, agreed. She agreed. What do you mean? What do you mean you want a 9-year-old to pick where he's? I'm his mother. No, we're not having him pick where he wants. This is a safe house. Why would you agree to that? She didn't have to agree.
So you agreed to it because you thought that this was going to be her ticket to full custody,
Mm-hmm.
which
It's what
means that that takes
agreed.
all parental rights from Thomas.
Yep.
And when it didn't go in her favor because Douglas picked Steffi, she was like, "Oh, wait, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa!" At first, I said I was
What?
gonna go with it. Now, I don't.
Yep. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. We're talking about a TV show, y'all. Oh no, 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 no. Do that in your own stuff, not here.
Hey, boy, you gotta go. Anyway, back to the show. This whole thing with Douglas, that Douglas is really
Um, they gave him that entitlement. They literally handed it to him. Both parents.
instead of saying nothing, right where it is, it could have been just that.
Yep.
But because, like you say, Hope was wanting it all,
Mm-hmm.
and then it blew up in her face too.
Yeah. And I mean, there. The whole thing about Thomas talking to Eric about wanting a second chance and then showing up at Steffi's. He didn't knock. It did. My relatives don't walk in my house.
Girl, everybody walk in everybody's house on that show. They don't
I
lock
know.
doors.
And it drives me crazy. Um, but one thing I do agree with is that when Douglas was dropped off, why wasn't everyone there to make sure that he got there and got set up how he needed to be set up?
Okay, so this is where everybody came for me today in my recap. Because
Would you
I
say?
said the exact same thing. I
Yeah.
said
Why
that
wasn't it? Yeah.
if you gave Hope the opportunity to say her goodbyes, I love yous, or whatever, why not give Thomas that opportunity?
They should
And
have all arrived together.
exactly. That was my thought. But
I
obviously,
agree.
and I mean, the thing is, you don't have to agree with me. It's all in good TV dialogue. Everybody's going to have an opinion. But there were some folks that wasn't happy about the fact that I said that everybody should have been there. And I know that Thomas have done some crazy things, but so has everybody else. A
Yes.
year ago, even at that table with Taylor and Deacon and Brooke, when they says, "Oh, a year ago you would have been at each other's throat."
Right.
Exactly a year ago, we were dealing with Douglas and that whole kissing Santa Claus thing with you, Deacon.
Well, exactly. And then Brooke is the one who literally stood in front of Douglas telling him he didn't see what he saw. And then when he wouldn't let her tell him that he didn't see what he knows he saw,
Hmm.
she said, "Okay, you saw what you saw, but don't talk about it."
Right.
So don't tell me that's not the definition of gaslighting.
Yeah, I mean, you lied.
Oh, right. Well, right is not like, it's hard. So, like, yes, Benny jumped out, but still, they had to cover it up. Bill did anyway, and Liam went along with it. So, who's the better person? Because Thomas is the one that got you out of that mess. Yes.
Or not before. But you feel
Yeah.
that's
No, I don't get it either. I mean, the only thing I can think of is he's, wants to be sure that he understands that he's not going to get to practically live there and he's not going to get to just come by every time and every day when he wants to because there's going to be schedules and everything. But he should have been allowed to be there when Douglas was dropped off. That should have been not a Hope Liam thing. That should have been a Thomas, Hope, and Liam thing as
right.
co.
And then the whole thing is Hope was like, well, make sure you keep an eye on Thomas. And it's like that Steffi, that is still your brother.
Exactly.
I mean, you do realize that your dad had a problem in that whole situation too.
Yep.
Because if he had opened up his big old mouth and told Brooke what the deal was, none of this wouldn't have got that far.
None of it.
So while and I mean, obviously that's why he's away. That's supposed to be his punishment, I guess.
Yeah.
But the thing is like they making Thomas to be like the full culprit. Yes, he call the CPS and do all that craziness, of course. But everybody else did too. They all have done stuff.
Yep.
All of well,
Exactly. Right. Yeah. Everybody's wearing halos until they're not.
and fine. What is it? Mm, so I will say he just can't stay up to the
I agree.
you
Yeah.
just don't stay up
No, if I don't know you're coming, I don't answer the door.
what you feel is still opportunity to be able to deal with that.
I agree. Because he could have told him he's glad he's here, that he's comfortable, that he feels safe, that, know that I love you and know that I'm here for you anytime. I'm a phone call away and we'll schedule times that I come over and we can visit and that kind of thing. But yeah, he should definitely, I agree, he should most definitely add.
Girl, well, he's not good. Definitely not good. He is good. And his dad is real criminal. He's
Free.
I mean, girl, that- that's why I said what I did. And
Yep.
the reason, because it was in his store. I don't care what it was a drop-off. I don't care what it was a meeting visit. You just feel it back here at least to sit down and say, hey, I know this isn't going to favor, but, you know, over you, I love you, you're talking,
Yeah. I mean, he has a right to see where his son is sleeping.
absolutely, absolutely. So let's make it a touch point, and not only let it go back, but it's yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Right. And I remember something about was that an acid along the way. It turned out not to be acid, of course, but yeah, yeah. Lots of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff out there.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a part of me that actually wishes that Rich came back to
That's really interesting. And not only that, um, I agree with Caroline with the fact that
yeah, because I was like, all of it.
yeah, and they've done it before. I mean, just bring her back. She's a great actress, character. Everybody loved Caroline. Um, at least I remember a lot of good posts. But I love Caroline. I wish they brought her back.
Yeah, I mean, if they were to do the story and make Rich father, that shuts hope out of this whole thing.
The whole thing.
Because I'm just over it. It just seemed like a power struggle. And then the other part is they got all the way home and then said, well, with Douglas being gone, I don't know if it's a good idea for Beth to be here. Why not want to be around your daughter?
Yeah.
That didn't make sense to me. Well, I know she's over at her friend's house and it might not be a good idea for her to come home. I would want to spend time with my daughter if my adoptive son is not here.
Well, and not only that, I mean, to me, and obviously there's reasons that they can't have all the kids on the set at the same time. There's reasons they only work 4 hours a week, but they could have done scenes where they were shooting across the board. They weren't in the same room together. Um, but it would have been better, in my opinion, had Beth been there and Kelly and the kids could have gone and played while the parents talked about the stuff, and they could have had the whole family welcome. But no, it had to be so uncomfortable, adult only.
And the other thing is, too, is that you remember when Freddie, always had in his house, and did everything he could to his house. Everybody need everything. Like, it was, you
And not so scary for Hope.
know,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, it was crazy, crazy.
And then, with Taylor and Brooke hanging out at Deacon's place, I'm glad that they turned their relationship around. I'm trying to figure out how. I don't know what's going to happen next. Like I don't know what to expect with this whole thing with regard to this. I think I read somewhere where Taylor's going to introduce Brooke to somebody, or Brooke
Yeah,
meets somebody. Who's the
correct.
somebody? Who's the somebody?
Well, the other thing is that Hope is going to question Taylor hooking her up. Why are you doing this? And it's like, girl, go
Uh,
find some business, figure out something to do.
Hope is she's I don't know. I've always just thought, um with regard to the circumstances with which she came into the world, one would think that she would, um I don't know, mind her own business,
I
uh,
don't know.
be a little more humble. I don't know.
It just seemed like it's all about you.
It really is, and um and thinking that she's the only one good enough to do certain things. Like, do you really think that Steffi can't? Like, at the beginning, she was acting like only she could be a good mom.
Yeah.
No, you're not. That's not. No. I mean, you raised your infant unbeknownst to her for how long? And that infant was beautiful and healthy and fantastic when you got her back. So, what's the problem? There should be no question about what Steffi will or will not do as a parent.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a crazy.
I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next week.
Oh my God, that's yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. But like I said, with Jill, she's supposed to bridge the relationship
I mean, why would Finn even talk to Phyllis?
question, but I don't know. I just think that there's a part of Finn that is hasn't been able to access because Steffi kept shutting him down about trying to get to know Sheila.
Mm.
But the problem is that Sheila's a psychopath. So
Well, exactly. And, I saw somewhere online where it said somebody wrote something about Taylor remembers she's not the one who shot Bill. I hope that's true.
I hope that's true too. Then we can get a break from this whole nonsense and figure
Right?
out a way who did it, Liam.
I hope so.
Put his
Hang on,
butt
let
in
me think about
jail.
it. I hope so.
Yeah, then she got nothing to blackmail them with.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, because if Taylor didn't do it, then now Steffi can go and confess.
Right. Did tell him exactly what Sheila did.
Exactly. So listen, girl, just end that storyline.
Again,
I do see World War II or three or five or whatever coming between Thomas and Steffi though.
it's not going to be pretty.
Mm-mm.
And this is all Thomas's fault. Yeah, that was more like one of those rubber. You get beat over the head with a comedy. Yeah, right, right. Yeah, just think that you just get to show up whenever you want. I mean, I don't know. I've got a lot of siblings, and maybe it's because this city is so
Right. Exactly. And then originally was
I was thinking when I first saw his face and that he was being negative about it, I was like, dude, this is her nephew, and if you know anything about Steffy, you're not gonna say no. You're not gonna say no. And um, I was a little disappointed, but when they got the room ready and he brought him up there and he put the binoculars, and I was happy with how it went. I think he was probably just shocked, and I think too, I would question, well, this kid has a mom and a dad. Like, he has loving parents. He has two different places. Three really kind of grandparents, four, five, five places minimum. And um, and he asked Jeff, and how do you look at a child that's a guy like that? And that's your nephew. And say, nephew, how do you can't reject that child in that moment. That would be horrifying. Um, yep.
just thinking he was going to actually get this boy away from Hope.
And where in the world would he get that idea?
I don't know. I guess he was just like, look, I don't have anything else. The only thing I got left is my son.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And the one,
I agree. Yep. Yep. Yes. Yes.
but
Yep. Yeah.
adding what
Pretty much.
but I gotta say, it's gonna be a great week. Yes, I'm not feeling it's gonna be very good.
Yes. I want to see that. I can't wait to find out who that's going to be.
Next Friday.
Hmm. I haven't seen anything. What if it's Ridge? Well, what if they ever told us the truth?
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. So for Y&R on the script, um, a little obtuse, but I'm going to use it. I wish that when Jack told Summer that the tone wasn't appreciated, I really wish Summer would have come back with something Phyllis like. And I wish we could see, because of everything that Summer's just been through, I really want to see parts of Phyllis coming out in Summer now.
okay.
I would love that. Because Summer, as she is now, is extraordinarily tame. And I think it's a little too tame. And I really want her to flip. And I want it to be because of Diane and Jack. And I
Okay.
want it to have massive implications.
Cool. Okay. And what you got for bold?
So for bold, my flip the script will be, I just really and truly wish Hope would have said, no, we're not doing this. This is ridiculous. We're not going to sit there and ask a 9-year-old boy to choose between his two adult parents who already have an agreement in place, and we'll figure out more visitation. But no, this is not happening. That whole story, the way that whole thing went down, I mean, what kind of pressure do you put on a child like that? That was just absolutely terrible parenting.
Okay, gotcha.
What you got?
Okay, so for my flip the script for the Young and the Restless is that conversation between Kyle and Adam. I would
Oh,
have said, unless you got what I need you to address me with whatever personal issues that you have with me. Other
yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. On Y&R, uh, Jack, Diane, Victor, Kyle. Okay. That's it for me on that one. On bold, take the seat is going to be, I'm going to have to say Steffy for what she did today to Thomas. And you know I love my girl Steffy. Um, so yeah, she's going to have to take a seat. Hope and Thomas are going to have to take a seat for putting this whole thing together with Thomas instigating it and Hope agreeing to it. And yeah, that's it. I'm good. Oh, mhm, mhm.
say.
Yes,
And I can't say the actual word on YouTube, but it
yes,
should be SA
yes.
because it was unwanted advances.
At
And
work,
yes,
he
well,
can own you.
he did give in after it
He did.
started, but
Yep.
still, he didn't ask for that. And then you still pursuing him. He ain't said no more about it. And you ask him about, girl, go sit down somewhere real quick, not fast, not slow, but fast.
Yeah,
Um, who else? Kyle.
yeah.
Kyle irritated me this week. And if I had to pick one more person, it would be Phyllis because she interfered in that whole breakfast. She couldn't read the room.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yep.
She could not read the room at all, you know, and it's like, don't you see that there's issues going on at this table?
Yeah.
And then you had Lucy call her Phyllis, and you know Heather was like, grandma, and then Phyllis was like, no, let her call me Phyllis. That don't work in my family.
Hmm.
You call
I
grandma
cannot
grandma.
imagine. No.
Listen, I wish my kids would call.
What do you think you're doing?
You think we can at
Right. Yeah, we weren't. It was grandma. Yeah. Well, my mom's mom was grandma, and my dad's mom was Nana.
all right. Oh,
Oh,
like
oh yeah, yeah. Right.
I think that's it.
That's not too bad.
I mean, I think you took care of, I don't know, that whole thing with Hope. I think you brought that up. So,
Yeah, that just went.
all right, we got some stuff.
What you got? Oh, oh, wow.
Okay,
Yep. Oh, I would be here for that.
Mary really goes to it. And
Yes, you were.
I know. She also says the goal is to take it to writers but Julie says, okay, I know guys people over it because
Nice.
oh, all right. Guys, you guys should be able to log in to hear the conversation in the end of the actually here. We are also live really so if you ever miss the YouTube video, or you can listen to it. All right, you got anything else?
No, no. Have a great weekend, and I look forward to everything next week.
Yep. Thank you for joining us this week. Next week, we'll see you later. Bye.